Okay. So at the bottom of your screen, yeah, just click on the plus sign, and let's get just a blank. Click on the plus sign at the bottom. Yeah, right there. Sheet 3.
More.
Okay.
Okay. So
Can you
just to
make
go
it
over a
larger,
few things.
please?
Sorry, can you hear you?
The bottom
Make it larger.
plus sign.
Okay.
Should
Is
we
it
all
good enough?
get- should we all start a new blank one?
Yes.
Okay.
A blank one, yes. Rowena, could you click the plus sign a couple more times? Okay, that's good. Let's see. Let's say so. This is a car. We're gonna try a few things here, but before we go into the data, at the top of your screen, right, where you have your file, your home, it's kind of like PowerPoint and Word.
Yeah.
There, the clipboard, the fonts, alignments, number. Excel is big into formulas and calculations, a lot of math, right? That's what its specialty is. Okay. And if you're able to set up your spreadsheet, a lot of things can work, basically automatically. Okay. But we need to know how to set it up. The one thing we said yesterday is Excel deals with cell references. Okay. So you have across the top, you have your your columns, and to the side you have your rows. So you always have to look at the intersection, right? The intersection, the column and the row. Doesn't matter what's inside. So if you click on F8, okay, the F8.
Okay.
Just type in 250. Okay, and say you click on F9, and you type in 20. Okay, you hit enter. Most times when you type, just hit enter to move out of there.
Okay.
Okay, because Excel can be very sensitive. When you use your mouse a lot, moving things around, it's a little bit more sensitive than the other programs we've used so far. Okay, so now it's important when you use Excel to watch how the mouse changes. The mouse pointer, it changes, right? So right now, you can see it has changed to it has a 4-sided arrow. Oh, sorry, it has arrows pointing every side. Okay. Now, if you move that mouse to the bottom left right corner, see it has changed to a smallish kind of a plus sign. Okay. They all do different things. Now let's highlight the 250 and the 20. Just highlight it. Yep. So you can see that when you're highlighting, the mouse is just regular mouse, big plus sign. Okay. Now, at the bottom of your screen, bottom right, it gives you some information about what you just highlighted.
So it's the
For
sum.
example, if you're trying to find out the sum, it tells you right there. If you're trying to find out how many items you selected, how many rows, 2 rows, the average of the numbers, it just gives you all that in, because that's what Excel does, right? It deals with numbers, so it gives it to you right there. But of course, if you want to see the total on your screen, okay, then you got to place your mouse right there at F10. And there are lots of ways to get the total. You can use the built-in functions in Excel. So you go to the top right of your screen, and you're looking for auto sum. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So in fact, if you click on the drop down, hit escape, hit escape, hit escape. Okay.
All right.
So if you highlight those, okay, you're fine, you're fine. Just click in F10. So the drop
Okay.
down in that auto sum, click on the drop
Mhm.
down. So you can do the sum, it can do the average, it can, there's quite a lot of things it can do. Okay. So once you hit the sum or auto sum, then it's going to automatically place the formula in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It places the formula there. Now the sum, SUM, is not really required. So you can just do the equal sign. But you can see the formula there, F8 colon F9. So hit enter to accept it. All right.
Okay.
Now, if you highlight that formula again, click in that box and the F10, double click in the F10. So if you double click in there, you see that it shows you the formula. It's not going to be obvious if you don't click into that, what you may call it, into that box.
Mm-hmm.
But once you click into that box, it shows you the formula there, right?
Okay.
Also, the formula bar, right above the numbers, the letters at the top, is a white box. There's a white box right there, right above the letters. That's
Right
the
here.
formula bar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Every time you have a formula, it's going to show in that bar.
Okay.
Okay? And the formulas can get pretty complicated, but Excel can handle a lot of things, right? It's not intimidated by whatever you throw at it. Go ahead.
How are you supposed to remember all the formulas though?
Who's supposed to remember? Excel?
Yeah, how are we supposed to remember all the formulas that you need to use, like for different?
You don't need to remember anything. You don't need to remember anything. You never need to remember anything. Just practice, right? You practice a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit. That's how it sticks. So don't worry about trying to remember stuff. Just practice it, right?
Professor, I have a
Just like you
question.
did some. Go ahead.
When I click on the 270 when I left click on the 270, it doesn't show the sum. Am I doing something wrong?
Wait, hit escape, Al-Qaeda.
You're
All right, so you
supposed
did
to.
what, Dale?
When I click on the 270 and I want to see
Yep.
the sum, I mean, yeah, when I want to see the formula doesn't show up.
Double
You
click.
need to double click.
Double click. Oh, okay. Okay, got it.
Okay, so let's hit escape. Delete the 270. Okay, now let's type the formula ourselves. So type equals. You always got to have the equal sign, right? The equal sign, and then F8. And it doesn't matter, it's not case sensitive. Once you type the F8, it's going to, select the data in the cell. Now, Excel does not care what is in F8, as long as you point to F8, right? It doesn't really care. If you say 250 plus 20, it doesn't know what 250 is, right? So you're being very manual. It's going to be very stressful that way. All right, so F8 plus the plus sign, plus symbol, F9. So it highlights that, and all you do is you hit enter, and you should be okay, right? So quite similar to what we did before.
Yes.
Now go to F6 and put 30. No, sorry, F7.
F7. Okay. Okay.
30.
30. Only. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
And do I
Hit
click
enter.
out? And
Okay. So now click on 270 again. Double click. Okay, now notice that obviously we just added the 30. Okay. Now there are two ways to include the 30 in your calculation. So if you place your mouse in the 250, the top right, the corner, the right corner, top right corner, and drag it up. Just push it up. Now you're going down.
up.
There you go. So you see what happened? It automatically included. So hit enter.
F7.
Hit enter. No, you just
What happened?
no, you just okay. You just killed the whole thing.
You just did the same
Right, I'm
thing.
undoing.
Yeah.
All right,
So
let
if
me
you-
do 30.
That's why you
Enter.
see with Excel. Oh, hang on.
Okay.
With Excel, you got to be absolutely careful with moving things around and typing and moving your mouse. All right. So, okay. So click on the 270. Double click. So you notice that right now those rectangles are around what? Around just the 250 and the 20. So you can decide to just stretch the boxes, the blue box, for example. So click on the right. Now, hang on 1 second. Notice that when you place your mouse in that corner, it changes to a diagonal,
Yep,
double-ended
double
like
arrows.
pointer. Exactly, double arrows, right? And once you start typing, once you drag it or stretch it, it automatically, and then hit enter. So did it include? No.
Just popped up a 50
Something went,
on the 10th row.
yeah, something went wrong. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Don't worry about it. So let's undo that. Let's we need to be a bit cleaner when we apply that. So click in the 270. I think we need more rows to make that work. So
Okay.
let's just keep it simple. Let's just add the F6. So plus F6 in your formula. Okay. Oh, sorry. F7.
F7.
Now, it doesn't matter the order. You can do F8 plus F7 plus F9 or F9 plus F7. Doesn't really matter the order, but I guess it will be confusing if you don't have it in a natural order, right? In consecutive order. So hit enter. All right.
Now it worked.
Actually, click again in that 300. Double click. All right. Now, don't hit enter, but try to go away from that formula.
Just click on the empty box.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's go to F6 and add another number, 50. Okay, go back into F10. Double click and add the F6. Okay, don't hit escape. Just move your mouse to some other location. Okay.
Okay.
Just trying to show different options here. So the 350, obviously that's the total of all your information there. Now, these numbers mean absolutely nothing because there's no data attached to it. So we don't know what these numbers are. Could be it couldn't be somebody's age, right? You're not going to add people's ages together, right? And say a 50-year-old plus a 30-year-old plus, okay, 250-year-olds, right? That's not going to work. But we could say that this is the quantity of something, okay?
Yeah.
So if you go to F7, F5 and type quantity, okay, and then we'll go to E5 and we say item. And then we go to D5 and we'll put a date maybe. Nope, just type the word date.
Oh, date.
Okay, so date, item, quantity. Then you want to go to G5 and say unit price. Okay, and then you go to H and you say discount. Then in parentheses, you say 10%.
Okay. If I can find the
The percent
percentage on my
symbol
keyboard.
is number 5. Yep. Okay, hit enter. Now, when your information is overlapping to another column, double click between the numbers, the letters at the top. Double click. That way it's going to
Oh, my Lord.
expand.
Yeah.
All right, so we want to put some information here. So let's put the date, today's date for the first item, 11/18. Okay. The item is what you might call it. Let's type Ford.
Sorry,
Ford?
what?
F-O-R-D. Ford. F-O-R-D.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what kind of we have different models of Ford. So Ford, we say Ford. What F3? Is it F350? The truck.
I guess so. Not sure.
All right. Well, there are all kinds of Ford. So let's just say Ford SUV. How about that? Ford dash SUV. Okay.
And
No,
it's
not slash.
just
dash.
dash. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Then we say the next row, date. Well, same date, that's fine. Same date. Okay. Ford, same thing, Ford SUV.
Oh.
Okay, stop. So you see what happens? We'll stop, go back, hit the back button, hit the backspace,
The whole thing?
take everything out. Okay,
The
come out of
trial.
there. Come out of there.
All right. To another box.
Okay, go back in there and type it again. When you start typing, Excel recognizes that you have that in there. So just hit
Okay.
enter. See, it has some, it's a bit smart, right?
So it remembers the info that you put in there.
Exactly, exactly. So let's say same date. Now for the escape. So just use your arrow keys, yeah, and take out the SUV, escape. Ford dash escape.
Okay.
Okay.
Oops. Didn't do it right. Okay.
All right. So a lot of Ford Escapes were sold compared to the other cars. All right. 11.
Same
17
day.
Ford, what are the different Fords we have there? Just say Ford truck, okay? 16 Ford SUV. Okay, so let's take out the 350, replace that with 45. Just delete what's there. No.
Oops.
Hit escape. Just delete it. Delete. Okay. So say 45. Okay. So unit price for Ford SUV, just say, who knows, 21,000. Okay, now you just did something, right? You just typed, because this is normal, when you type a, number like 21,000, you tend to put the commas. When you're in Excel, just type your numbers. Don't try to format your number, because Excel will get confused. Like, what are you doing?
Okay.
What is this? So just type it and hit enter.
All right.
Yeah. You don't want to add, the different thing. If you're basically, we'll see it as we keep going. Don't worry about it. Okay. So, well, same unit price for, again, same unit price. Ford Escape, let's say that is 19,500. Ford truck, let's say that is 26,000. I'm just making up these numbers, right?
Okay.
Don't hold me to it. Ford SUV, same unit price. Okay. Do we all need a minute? Is everyone kind of going at the speed of Al-Qaeda?
I need a minute. I'm almost done.
Rowena, everything's cool now?
Yes.
Okay,
I just need a minute. I'm finishing typing.
no problem. Date, item, quantity, unit price, discount. And 5 items, the dates, the items, the quantities, unit price.
I'm all set. I have it.
Okay. All right. So there's always, lots of ways to set up your data. This is just kind of giving you the basic tools. You can decide to set it up in a number of ways. Okay, let's go to the I cell, I5. and let's say total, and then in the J cell, we say total after discount.
Subtotal.
Okay. So if you, we're going to apply a discount here because we assume that we gave discounts to everyone who, I said this is a sales report we're trying to, set up. So we sold this many cars and we give 10% discount. All right. All right, before we go too far, let's do some format. We want to format the data. So like where you have the price, we want the price to obviously be a currency, right?
Mhm.
So there's different ways to do that. If you click on the G,
Anywhere?
On the G.
no, click on the G letter, yeah.
Okay.
So you want to format the whole column, not just individually. So click on the G and right click on the G actually.
Okay.
And go to format cells. All right. So you right click on the column or on the cell you're trying to deal with. It's going to bring you to this format cells. So the number you're trying to format, you can decide, is it a number? Is it currency? Is it a date? Is it a percentage? What exactly are you doing with that number? What do you want to do with it? So we want it to be a currency. So we go to currency, and there are a few options. Obviously, currency is 2 decimal places, like 5.99 or something like that. And the symbol. So let's say you were doing it for, I don't know, a different currency. If you click down symbol, you're gonna see like all types of symbols there. And Excel will attempt to do the conversions for you. Arcadia, do you see any symbols for, because I can guess what you're looking for, right?
Yeah.
What's your symbol
It is on
for,
URL.
in Albania, what's it?
Oh, it doesn't have it. It don't have
It
it.
doesn't even have it in here. But at work,
You gotta
I deal
scroll down,
with
there's a lot of options.
a lot of foreign currencies. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. so let's pick. We can pick euro.
We're going to be also be
euro-
confused. If we
Dollar,
pick
yeah.
that, we're going to be all
Let's pick
confused,
US
right?
dollar.
Yeah, so the first one, yeah, let's stick with that. All right, so click OK. So you can see that it formats it for you,
Yeah.
right? Because sometimes, like click in, let me just give an example of what I'm saying. Click in H2. All right, type $sign. No, the sign, the symbol.
Oh, just the sign? Okay.
And 5. Okay, and click away from there. Now, some people do this. Excel does not necessarily know that that's $5, right? It knows it's 5, but you may not know it's $5. So you got to use the tools in Excel to format your data. Okay. And especially, it shows that you know what you're doing if you format your data correctly. If you do what you just did right now, somebody interviewing is going to say, this is a rookie. We're not sure we can trust this person. We got to train them seriously, right? A lot of training. So just saying. So let's take out the $5. Yeah, so you got to be able to format your information based on using the tools and not just try to do it manually. You're gonna run into trouble later. All right,
Okay.
so now Excel knows that.
Hello?
Go ahead. Yep.
So when I was finished clicking the format cells, nothing happened.
Okay, so let's do it again. So right click on the G. No, you don't have to undo it. You don't have to undo it. Just right click on the G. Now, when you right click on the G, Simone, hang on, stop. When you right click on the G, it's going to highlight that column, right?
The whole column.
You see it highlighted, the column in the background?
Yeah, but it doesn't highlight mines.
Click with your
It's supposed-
with your right finger.
If you
Oh,
right
okay.
click on the column, it should highlight it.
Okay, it highlighted it.
So go to Format Cells.
Okay.
So okay, click on Format Cells. And all you do here is you go to Currency and just select, well, by default, it should be the dollar symbol.
Yeah.
And the decimal places should be 2 decimal places.
Yeah.
You got it?
I,
Say it again.
in front of the, like, where it says negative numbers at, do you click anything there or no?
No.
Okay.
All right, click OK.
Okay. Now it turned all the numbers into a pound sign.
A pound? Oh, that's because, close this box, okay, there. Simone, your column is too narrow. You're
Okay.
going to expand the column. So click between G and H, or, between the 2 columns, whatever your column number or column letter is. Just
Okay.
double click it, it's going to expand.
Okay, it changed.
Yeah, so when it's too narrow, it's going to look like all pound signs.
Okay.
Just expand it.
Okay.
I was in a class once and a student says, my computer is messed up. Everything's going wrong. What's going on? They're all pound signs. Oh my God, I'm in trouble. No, calm down. Your computer is not going crazy. Well, I'm seeing all the strange things. People are really freaking out, like having a panic attack, and the heart was beating. I said, take some of these. Take this here, drink some, you'll be fine. Okay. All right, so we have the numbers there. Now we want to do the total. So lots of ways to do it. If you go to the first cell, that's I6?
Yes.
I6, okay. Now, you have to do this manually because Excel has, manually is the most common way to do it. So you got 2 cells there, right? F and G. So you got to know, what am I trying to do? Multiply, add, subtract, what exactly?
Multiply.
Multiply quantity and unit price.
Okay, so remember, it's the cell reference you have to stick in there, not the dollar value or the quantity. So equals, and then the cell is, the quantity is
F6.
F6,
6 times
and then you have the G6.
G6.
Now notice that once you type that, Excel highlights those 2 cells.
Mm-hmm.
And the colors are kind of, the colors correspond. The blue and the pink or red or something. Right? Very easy. Just type that, hit enter, and your correct total should be there.
Yeah.
And you can see that Excel formats everything how it should be, right? You don't need to do it yourself, just flow with Excel. And as usual, Rowena is going to grab her calculator to say, is this correct? Want to
can
verify. Does Excel know what it's doing? I trust my calculator more than Excel. Okay. So once you do that, now it's going to be very tedious to have to do that for all the cells, right? So this is the point where it's basically the same, very similar, what you would call it, formula. So click back in that number, the total, move your mouse to the bottom right-hand corner and just drag it down to the last spot right there. Just let it go.
Yes.
So just click away from there. It makes your work very easy and very consistent. And Excel doesn't make mistakes. All those numbers are accurate.
So the system is smarter than anyone else.
Mhm.
Say that again?
The system is smarter than anyone else around here.
Well, it's programmed to do what it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like when you use your GPS and it tells you turn left, turn right, it knows it knows what it's talking about. Right?
Yeah.
It knows what it knows. It says when it says turn right and make a left, it's telling you it's programmed to do the right thing.
Yeah.
All right. So you can imagine that the programming is key, is very important. That's why they paid a lot of money. Okay. Now, the hard part here is to do the total. Okay, go ahead.
When I went to drag mine down, nothing happened.
Okay, let's undo that part. All right. So you have that total there, the 1,050,000.
Yeah.
Now, when you move your mouse to the bottom corner of that number, does it change to a little plus sign?
Yeah.
Now, just click down and drag on that little plus sign
Oh, okay, there it goes.
and let it go.
Okay.
Yeah, with Excel, you got to be very precise. You got to,
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we got to stay within the rules. So Excel is really, I guess
Picky.
you guys get the picture, right? Okay. So now we have to figure out the discount. Total after discount. So we know that. So we want to put the discount in there first on the in the H column.
Down.
So it says it's 10%, right? 10%. So when you're working with Excel, sometimes you have to have a sheet of paper and say, okay, forget about Excel for a second. If I was trying to get 10% of that value, how would I do it? So it'll be 21,000 times what to get 10%?
0.10.
0.10.
0.10.
Yeah.
Okay. So to put the formula in there, equals G6 times 0. What? Okay, hit enter. That's 10%, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, you said
Exactly. Go ahead, Simone. Double click in that space, Akeda. No, in the formula, in the first one.
On the first one.
So we're trying to get, that column is for the 10%, right? We're trying to get the 10% discount. Just put the value in there, the value, 10% value. So like what I said was, when you're trying to come up with these formulas, just think about it the most basic way. How would I get 10% of any value? It's 0.1 times that number. So you just apply that here using the Excel format. The cell reference, G6 times, 0.1. There's no other way of saying 0.1. You just got to put it there manually like that. And hit enter. So it shows you the number. Now, the thing with Excel is this might be annoying sometimes because when you look at all these numbers, you can't really tell which is the formula and which is a regular number. Okay? You can't really tell. The only way you can tell is by moving your mouse over it or selecting the cell. When you select the cell, look in the formula bar
Correct.
and it will tell you if it's a formula.
Correct.
So highlight the cell, look in the formula bar, it will tell you if it's a formula or not. You don't even have to double click. Just highlight the cell, look in the formula bar,
Look up.
Just
Formula.
this
you will
one.
see the formula there.
No. Look in the bar. Look at the bar.
Oh,
The
okay.
formula bar right there. That's the formula bar at the very top. So you can't really tell, is this number or this date a formula? Is there a formula like in the back, on the back end? You just have to maybe double click in there or just highlight it and look in the formula bar. Okay, so let's apply that. So again, you select that cell, you go to the bottom left-hand corner, sorry, bottom right-hand corner and drag it down to apply it automatically. Let's do that again, Ruby, Akeda. Once you get the, stop 1 second. Once you get the first formula in there, you want to apply it to all the other rows, just place your mouse in the bottom right-hand corner of that box. Your mouse is going to change to a little plus sign, drag it down.
Okay, I forgot what the formula was for H.
So think about this. Just think about it in your mind, right? I'm trying to get 10% because I don't want us to think this is complicated, right? I'm trying to get 10% of a number. I know the number. The number is in G5. The number is 21,000. Now, how do I get 10% of that number? Well, that number times 0.1 will give me 10%. That's it. So you just type that in your formula. So if you double click there, Akeda, you can see that it tells you G6 equals G6 times 0.1. So Excel is not going to tell you that formula. That's something you got, I mean, it's not going to tell you what to type. You got to know that, you know? So it's not that smart. It's not going to say, you're trying to get 10%, boom, here it is. You got to know, I want to get 10%, I know how to put it in there. And then it does the rest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to know your formulas or you know your calculations. Do I have to do a multiplication here? Do I have to do an addition, a subtraction? Excel doesn't know what you're trying to do. So you got to write down those details and then it does the rest of the work for you. So once you do that, move your mouse to the bottom right-hand corner, you drag it down to apply it to all the other, what you might call it, rows. Make sense, Simone?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know, I always say, just look at it, just, you know, don't make it look complicated. It's just numbers, and these numbers might as well be on a Post-it note on your desk, right? Like 5, 6, 5 times 6, write it there, right? That's what it is. It's just an easier setup using Excel. So you just put your data there, use a few of the tools to do the automatic thing, but don't look at it as, oh, this is a nightmare, because it is not. You just have to understand how it works. But we all do this every day. In fact, you do it in your head sometimes, every day, right? You're supposed to you go and check out, right, a Target, and you're supposed to get some change back. Well, you walk out of your mind and you're like, ma'am, that change you gave me was wrong. You need to check that change. You don't need to use your calculator. It's all there. You know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. So, question for Paula, or for everybody actually. How do we get the total after discount? So the first one, J6. What do you think we type in there? Just take a minute.
Equal.
Just take a minute. Wait, hang on. Before you think about Excel and all the formulas, just think in your mind, what am I trying to do there? And what should go there? Like I said, don't complicate it. And if you are doing this on paper, you say to yourself, okay, I'm trying to get a total after discount. So it's not complicated. You know, I can't say that enough. Okay, so what do you guys think?
We're going to subtract from I6. I'm going to subtract H equal I6 minus H6.
Okay, I'm not, okay that you're talking, but I'm getting so much echo, so I'm not hearing anything you're saying.
Sorry, my husband wasn't on mute.
Yeah, husband, stop that.
So I was thinking we have to
We
subtract.
might have to put husband on pause again.
I will.
Yeah, the total minus the discount.
So equal I60 minus H6.
No,
Sorry.
forget about formulas. Just tell me the numbers that just tell me the actual numbers. What are you going to do?
We're going to subtract from total amount. We're going to subtract the amount that we have to 10%, and then we get the total after discount.
So you're going to say total minus discount, right?
Yes.
Is that correct? The total minus the discount. So 1,050,000 minus 2,100. Is that it? Hello? Is that it?
Yeah.
Yes,
Why are we suddenly freezing up? Like, oh, I don't want to talk here. This is where I keep quiet, because if I say a word, everything goes wrong. Amy, is that correct?
No, I think it's
Because
the
there's a
unit price
discount is-
minus the discount to get the total price after discount, right? Unit price minus
again?
discount. Unit price minus the discount to get the total price after discount. Total after.
Why are you dealing with the unit price?
The unit price is 21,000 per vehicle.
Okay.
The discount is minus 2,100. So total
Minus?
after discount would be that, right?
I have a question.
I think,
Does
Professor, we need
Excel
one more column in there.
Does Excel automatically add the discount into the total?
Say it again.
So you know how the unit price was this, and then, right? We already had the total, and then we added the discount. Did the discount apply to the total already?
We haven't added anything yet, Simone. All we've done so far is we put the discount there using the formula, right? So Excel knows that you have a unit price of 21,000. He knows that you put a discount of 21,000, which is 2,100. He knows there's a total. That total, right, is quantity times unit price.
So
what you're trying to do in J6, Excel doesn't know what you're trying to do yet. You have to tell it, this is what I want to put in there. So all the numbers are waiting for you to do something with it.
So I think, Professor, that
Total minus the discount, the amount of the discount.
Total minus discount. But Amy says it's unit price minus discount.
no, what it is that the discount, the way we have it, the discount it applies only in one.
Only
So we
per
have to
vehicle.
multiply the discount percentage with the quantity to get the total. So I'm afraid we're gonna need to add one more column in there.
Mhm.
So
Okay, hang on. All right. 2,100 is 10% of 21,000, isn't it?
Right.
Yes.
So why do we need an extra column?
because
Personal.
the 2,100 is a discount of 1 unit. We have 50 quantity.
Okay. So that's a great point because we're forgetting the quantities. Okay. So you have a great point there. So you see, the way you develop your spreadsheet, you got to, like I said, I want us to think about it and not just freeze up. So what Art said is absolutely correct.
Yeah.
This discount is for 1 unit.
Right,
So
exactly.
obviously we have 50, right? So let's add one more column. So if you go into the I column and hit insert, right click there. If you want to insert in the column,
There you go.
right click on the column and hit insert.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to say total discount. How about that?
Mm.
Now, whatever the headings you put in there, you just got to come up with, I mean, there's no standard way to name something. It's totally up to you.
Professor, I'm having a problem.
Talk to me.
So it's like for some reason my H and my I column are separate when it's supposed to be one.
Okay, let's switch to Simone's computer for a second. So let's go to your computer.
Okay.
Okay, you need to increase the screen. So hit the plus sign on the bottom right of your Excel. Okay, first of all, Simone, you have to hit escape key because you have a lot of things selected. Excel can't, it's basically locked right now. So hit the escape key to get out of all the selections. Okay, now if you can, yeah, hit the plus sign there. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, there you go. All right, so you said it's separate or something?
Yeah, like if I click this, it's like if it,
What are you
Right
trying to
click
do?
it.
well, hers,
Okay, yeah, right click it. Right click it. Insert. Insert. Yep. That's it.
oh, okay.
What happened before?
Because I didn't know if it was like, if it was gonna, I don't know how she got it to like look like it was a separate column.
Well, that's because you put a column there. You want to type something in there.
Okay.
So in that I5, let's type total discount.
Here,
Right there. Total discount. Okay. So the discount we have in the H column, that's for 1 unit. Right? So remember you have the quantity there is 50. So let's think about the math, right? Like I said, you got to keep it real simple, Simone.
yes.
There's a huge responsibility when you're driving. So if you want to drive, you got to be laser focused.
I think somebody else need to drive for a minute.
Okay. So
Okay.
let's go back to Al-Qaeda. Yeah, it's a big task to be a driver in this class. Because you're gonna have me all over you, like, you know. Okay, so total discount. All right, so what's the formula for that? Dale, what do you think that's gonna be?
Total discount, I think it's gonna be, 21,000 times 50 minus 2,100.
We can do,
Oh.
I'm not good with math.
we can do
Nobody is.
quantity times discount per unit. And we get the total
Okay.
discount.
Quantity times just
Quantity times unit.
we
Quantity
do-
times,
discount.
quantity times what?
Quantity times the
Quantity
discount per
times
unit.
discount.
Yes,
Okay, all right, so, okay, let's do that.
we will
So that's
do
what?
F
F6
equal
equal-
F6 times G6.
Oh, no, you mean,
Oh, G,
wait, is it quantity?
H.
Okay, so does that look right? The quantity times the 10% discount, I think that's correct. So that number represents the total discount from all 50 cars at 10% each.
Okay.
Oh,
Paula, do you agree with that?
I'm sorry?
Does that look right? You know, what, believe it or not, Excel, there's some math involved, right? So we got to shake up the
Excel
dust
know what's
of the
right.
math thing. Yeah, there's math involved. So I can't sugarcoat it. It's
Excel
math.
knows.
We're all going to
Yeah.
freeze up, but you survive. So no need getting all panicky and everything. It's numbers. We got to do it. Okay. So let's apply the total discount all the way down.
Oops, what happened?
Okay. So once you set the first, value, just apply it all the way down. So your discount per unit, 21,000 for the Ford SUV. And wait a minute, what's going on here?
No.
Okay, then how come you have Ford SUV at the very bottom? The unit price is different from the guys at the top. It's supposed to be the same unit price.
21,000.
I'm not hearing what you're saying. It's the echo.
So
The Ford,
For the-
the Ford SUVs, you all have the same unit price.
so I was told to do 26,000 for the last two ones.
yeah, I agree.
So can you just fix that?
Okay.
No,
you
that's the wrong one.
You want all the SUVs at 21,000?
It's the same product.
Cause I got
Okay.
19 going on and everything else.
Yeah, me too. I have 21,000, 19,500.
Yeah, and then I have.
No, it's the same. It's the same product. The Ford SUV is the same product. Different sales quantities, maybe different times of the day, different days of the week, but it's the
Makes
same
sense.
product.
Okay.
So it should be
So we basically
21,000.
we have 3 items only. 3 items:
Okay.
Ford SUV, Escape, and truck. And you can always buy it multiple times throughout the day, throughout the week, right? As usual, you can have multiple transactions.
Yeah.
So maybe, in fact, let's make it more interesting. So in the F column, put a new column in there in the F column. Right click, insert. So we're going to say F5 sales rep.
What is it gonna be?
Sales,
Oh, sales
Sales.
rep.
Sales representative.
okay.
Oh,
So the first sales rep, that's Amy. The next sales rep is Art. The next sales rep is Rowena. The next sales rep is Paula. The next sales rep is Laurie. Laurie's not here, but we're gonna stick her name there in anyway. Okay. So these are the people these are the sales reps, right? And they have different, this is a report.
Yeah.
Maybe they're different locations around, around town, right? So this is realistic, right, Rowena? This is realistic. Different people, different sales. So what is the total after discount? Now, how do we solve that problem now? Rowena,
We're going,
what do you think?
Do you minus the, wait, no. Minus the total discount with the total?
Okay,
Yeah,
so that's what the formula for that's gonna be. Rowena, what's the formula? You're on the right track, but what's the formula gonna be?
is it equal,
All
J,
right, okay, that type equal sign,
J6,
equal what?
J6 minus K6?
The other way around.
switch it around.
It's around.
The other way around. You take the smaller number from the larger number, right?
Oh, okay, sorry. K6
All right,
minus the
K6.
J6.
Okay, hit enter. So your total sales, you know what your total discount is for all the quantities you sold, you minus that, and that's your total discount there.
So
Total
then
after discount.
drag it down.
Drag it down.
Click on that.
You didn't select it.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, let me go type this in real quick.
So think about it, right? You go to the store, you buy a box of Dr. Pepper, right? 24 ounces, 24, 12-ounce packet. And they tell you it's $5, we're giving 10% discount. Well, 5 minus 10%, that's what you pay, right? That's it. So the total discount here for all the sales is 10%. How many did you sell? 50. 50 times discount, you take that amount out of the total after discount. So this is not really, in fact, this is not even really math. This is just knowing the order of things. I guess it's math, right? So we sold 50, we're given a discount, we apply the discount, we deduct or minus the discount, total discount from the total sales. That's how we arrive at our total after discount, right? So you tell your boss, well, we sold 1,050,000. But why are you giving me 945? Because we give out a 10% discount. Okay, I get it. So you deduct, you give the 10% discount to all the customers. So that's it. So you want to make your Excel more interesting. Okay, select your date, item, sales rep, select the whole column. Yeah, right there. Highlight. No, just the top row.
Oh, just the top row.
Yeah. Just highlight it. Don't drag. No, don't drag. Just highlight it. Cancel.
Right.
Just highlight all the way to the right. There you go.
Keep going.
Keep going.
All the way?
Yes, all the way to the total after discount. Just highlight it. Okay, so go to the top where you have the yellow paintbrush, the yellow, click the drop down and select any color you like there.
Too bright.
Okay, so you can use colors to highlight what you're, what you're doing, make it more interesting and stuff like that. Okay. So where you have sales rep, F11, type total. Right there.
What are we doing?
What?
What are we doing?
What do you mean, what are we doing?
You just told us to do something, didn't you?
Yeah,
Under
we just
sales
highlighted
rep?
the top row to make it to give it a background color. So the date, item, sales rep, quantity, unit price. If you highlight that, you can give it a color, to make
Right.
things stand out.
Right.
So we just did that part.
Mhm.
And now we're going to do totals for all these different numbers we have here. So if you go to F11 or whatever your number is, because you might not have exactly the cell numbers and everything, or cell references, just go to the bottom there, type total, and now let's do the total quantities, total. So if you go to G11, so Paula, how do we get the total for all the quantities? What's the easy way?
Well, I'm sorry, what's the question? I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, are you ready now?
Yeah,
Okay, how do we get a total for all the quantities, the quantity column? How do we get a total in there? What's the easy way?
you highlight it from the 50, the first. You selected the 50, then you drag the little box.
What are you dragging it for? You want to get a total for that column.
Yes.
You put your
it
mouse at the bottom,
at the bottom, then
and then what do you do now?
you gotta listen. I'm sorry, I'm not little. Don't you have to go in the
You
top and get?
I'm wondering if you
Remote?
can drag it all the way across the bottom and then. won't
Hit
the
autos
num-
home.
Why
If we
can't you go to-
select the entire row and then hit autos
Yeah,
home.
that's what I'm saying. Select the entire row, then give you the total at the bottom.
All right, go ahead, Al-Qaeda. Let's do what Paula said.
Today,
No.
you don't say like the quantity. They give you 250, yeah. No, there's no way. I'm sorry, I can't think right now.
How did we get a total in there? We talked about it just a few minutes ago. Go ahead,
So we have to add all the rows, which we start at G6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Lost.
G6 plus G7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, go ahead.
That's the easiest one.
That's the long way.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
it is
know
long.
that,
Okay, then
that way.
imagine-
I know
okay,
that
then.
way, but
Imagine if you had 1,000 rows.
Yes.
I could say that, but I think
That would
that's
be
wrong.
You're
very
gonna be-
time consuming.
Yeah.
Okay, if you had 1,000 rows, you're going to be there right after Thanksgiving. You're just going to be there for the next 2 weeks, right?
How about
So
we
what's the
do-
easy way?
Can you highlight all and then just hit sum?
G6, semicolon or column? All right. This. Is this correct? No. I missed something.
You can't,
Any suggestions?
you can't highlight it and just hit sum.
Do I need to write the total on F12? So I have that row empty for the sum?
Let me try.
We're waiting, we need suggestions.
I think it's highlight.
Auto sum, it worked for me. All you do is just click on the, what is it, G11, click in there, then highlight and then hit auto sum. It pops it up. It's 395.
Click on G11. Go to the top of your screen, auto sum. Top right, click auto sum, hit enter.
We did it yesterday.
Oh,
Exactly, we did it yesterday, right?
Yeah, I just came back,
Yes.
so I wasn't thinking. I'm far today.
oh, so first time I tried it, I highlighted everything. That's why I didn't
Yeah,
work.
I already said yesterday how to do it.
Yeah, the thing is, you don't have to highlight it. Once you
But let
place
me-
your, undo that, yeah. Once you place your mouse, hold on 1 second. Once you place the mouse, you select the box at the bottom of the numbers.
Yeah.
Excel knows that you want to add everything at the top in that column. It knows automatically.
Okay.
So you don't have to highlight everything, right? As long as you have only numbers in there, just place your mouse, select that cell, click auto sum, boom, it's going to do it for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no
The
need to
same for
highlight.
everything now?
Imagine if you had 50,000 records. I mean, how are you going to highlight everything, right? Like, you're going to keep going. I mean, just go to the bottom, go look for a blank cell, just hit auto sum. So do the same thing for all the other guys. In fact, you know what?
Oops.
Stop.
What
Undo
happened?
that. Undo that. Stop.
Okay.
Highlight all the cells at the bottom. At the bottom, where you want to put the total.
Okay. Right here.
Highlight all the
Oh,
cells.
highlight all of them.
Okay, now do the auto sum for just hit the button.
So what happened on my first?
Double click.
You have a
Between
virus on your
8
computer.
Okay. No.
Double click between 8
You have
and
to widen the column.
You have a virus on your computer.
Nice.
Your computer is all messed up right now.
Mine-
Yeah, my computer.
It's showing you funny numbers, funny things.
I'm pulling my hair out.
H and G.
H and I.
Oh, okay. The number is. I got it.
You see what I have to go through.
That's called a marriage commitment. December 4th, I've been married for 24 years, guys.
Congratulations. That's a long time.
That's awesome.
That's dope.
Can you do that again?
Thank you very much. It's called the commitment, Art. It takes work.
That's
Listen.
right, lots of work.
I'm not
It's
far
like
away
trying to
either.
make a cake. You got to work at it and work at it, but it's nice when you work at it, right? Okay. You can come to my marriage counseling classes later. It's very expensive though. Okay. So look at this here. There's a lot of steps, but gradually we can learn some of these tricks, like the totals, right? So, okay, delete all the totals you have there again. No, yeah, leave the, yeah, exactly. Take all those guys out. Okay, So Excel can handle bulk work, right? You have, because it's the same thing you're trying to do. You're trying to get the totals. So it's not like totally different. You're trying to do just one thing. You want to get the total. So if you highlight all the columns and you hit auto sum, it's going to drop it in there. So this is also part of how you work, and your work is, you're quick. You deliver the job, you do quickly, right? It gives, it's all part of how you show an employer that I know what I'm doing, right? When you can do it quickly. So it's part of the learning process for understanding what Excel has and what it can do, and don't let it give you any panic, right? So we know that for the quantity we have 395. Well, there's one total we don't need. What is that? There's one total that is not accurate at all.
Total.
Unit price.
Total
The total.
Unit price.
What?
Unit price.
is the total.
Unit price.
Rowena, why are we going to add all the unit price? That makes no sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to do the unit
So
price.
delete unit price total. You don't need a total for unit price. You need a total for quantity, total for the discounts. Like this is all the discounts, right?
Yeah.
Actually, same thing for the discount. I don't think that's correct. That's not correct. We don't need that too. 10% discount. Take that out. Yeah. So total discount is correct. The total is correct. The total is correct, and the total after discount. So all that is correct, but we don't need any total for unit price and discount 10%. So this looks accurate. Art, you agree? Does this work?
Partially, they might ask and say, hey, wait a minute, how much discount did we give on the whole thing,
I agree.
Like, for example,
So how much discount did we give on the whole thing?
for the past 3 days, or when you go shopping and you get 10 items and 5 of the items have discounts and 5 doesn't, you want to know how much, what was the total of discount?
Mhm.
So all the discounts you gave altogether is $802,000, isn't it? That's 10% of the total, which is $8,020,000. So your total after discount, all combined, is $7,218,000.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Because all the total discounts are individual discounts for each transaction,
You're right.
right? Each item. Each sales rep, let me say, each sales rep.
Makes sense.
So each sales rep all give out 10%. You add everything up, you got 802,000. The total sales, 8 million. Then you take out all the discounts, $7,218,000 left.
Correct.
Are you guys totally hating this right now? Like, this is too.
No,
Amy,
I
is
like
this,
it.
like, not working out?
It's good.
Amy, are you here?
The math scares
I
me.
am, I was kind of distracted with all the fire engines and stuff, so I've been off like listening over that way. When the
You
kids
know
go
what,
out, I get nervous as soon as I
You know
hear
what,
that.
Professor? That Thanksgiving flyer made me sweat. This, it doesn't make me sweat. So I think I rather do this.
Okay. So let's go to sheet 4. Let's focus on, more simple numbers here. or some, maybe just a little different tactic here. So let's say, let's do this. ID, type ID.
Right on the first row.
Yes, ID. Then we say B1, first name. Last name. DOB.
EOB.
Date of birth. DOB, date of birth. Okay. Contribution, or say donation amount, or donation. You can just put a dollar next to it. Donation dollars. Okay. And then you say date. Okay. So let's put a bunch of random names there. 5 random names. So ID 1, ID 2, 3, 4, 5.
Do we put the numbers?
ID is 1. First name, whatever you want. Last name, whatever you want. Okay, let's keep it consistent. Maybe we want to do the same thing. So let's say that is Mark Jackson. Date of birth 10/10/1990. Donation 25. Date 1/1/2021. Okay. With Excel, there's a lot of data entry. You type a lot of data into Excel. Okay. Date is 1/1/2020 or 2021. That's fine. Okay. ID 2. Next name. Mary Williams. Date of birth 6/5/1995. Donation 15. Date, same date, 1/1/2021. Number 3, first name Andra, Andra, short for Alejandra. Andra. I'm running out of names. So whatever name you like, okay, to put it in there.
Rogers.
Rogers. Date of birth.
Okay.
Okay.
7/6/96.
Donation $45. $20 is fine. $20 is fine. Same date. Okay. Sarah. Or Cat is good. Katie. Katie Love. Love.
Okay.
Okay. 5/08/1965.
Okay, 65.
Okay, donation $9. Same date, and one more. John Johnson. Date of birth, 1972. Whoa, that's like 300 years old, right?
Yeah.
Donation, $15. Same day. Okay. That should be fine. Let's take a second to get everyone on board.
I have a question.
Okay.
Under date, do you, in Excel, do you always have to put the whole year?
No, it depends on how Excel formats it. So you can type it this way. I mean, that's actually fine. Excel knows what it is because of how you typed it. Or if you highlight the whole cell. Sorry, your question. Back to your question. So, okay, then go to F2 and just type 1121. No, 1/121.
Oh, no zeros.
Yeah. Hit
Hit
enter.
enter. Oh,
And do
So-
you have to use slashes? Can you just put in the
That's
numbers?
more common. That's more common as far as I know. But why don't you right click on that one of those dates and let's go to format and see what Excel does. Go to format cells. Okay, go to date. So yeah, see, well, actually it has different options there. The most common is the slashes.
yeah.
So the very first one there, just say okay, click OK. Yeah, so usually that's how you write it. A slash, slash, slash.
Okay,
Okay, so let's give a background color to the top row. All right, so choose a, not too dark. That's dark. Okay, that's fine. All right, again, click anywhere in the data, any of the, yep. Okay, now hit Control A on your keyboard, Control A. Now, when you click any of the cells that have information and you hit Control A, it's going to highlight everything. So go to the font section where near the go up to the font section. There's a little white square to the left of the paint bucket. Yeah, right there. That's the borders.
Okay.
So go to all borders. Okay, and then click away from there. So it's a way of, adding some little design, I guess, to your data.
Right. So
Okay,
I'm
now
gonna
let's
have
look at some other functions. Go ahead.
just gonna have to take a note for this because I needed this badly today, and so I found out tonight.
Well, it's been recorded. We're going to put the lecture in Canvas.
Okay.
Okay, so some more functions of Excel. Excel can sort if you want to sort, okay? You want to sort the data. So right now, we want to sort by last name. That is alphabetical sorting by last name.
Okay.
Okay? So right now, it's kind of like all over the place. but we want to sort by last name. So highlight the C column. No, that's too slow. Just click on C. It's going to grab everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Go to the top right on your ribbon. Look for sort and filter. Sort and filter.
A to Z.
Click on A to Z. Now it's going to ask you a question, right? What it's asking you is, do you want to sort that column and all the other columns? Of course you want to do that, right? Because if you don't do that, you're going to sort one column and all the others are going to be off. So you always say sort, expand the selection and sort.
Okay.
So when you look at it now, it's sorted alphabetically. The J comes and then the L and the R and the W.
Yeah.
Where can we go?
I'm getting lost.
Yeah.
I'm all the way back where I'm trying to highlight it to change.
Go away.
Go ahead.
To change
Go ahead, Simone.
I said I'm trying to change the border, but I don't know.
So click anywhere in the data. Just
Okay.
click, just select something, click it, and then hit Control A on your keyboard. Control A. So Arcada, do that, please. Click and hit Control A. It's going to highlight everything.
Okay.
And then all you want to do is you want to apply a border. So the borders are up there in the font section. Click it and go to all borders. All borders. You click that, it's going to apply the borders to everything.
I don't know where the border is at.
Up top, you see where Arcada is right
Just
there?
follow my mouse.
Okay.
All borders.
So do I click all borders?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so let's do the sort again. So when you want to sort a column, maybe you want to sort the dates, you want to sort the names, you want to sort the money, whatever you want to sort, just right click on the column that you want to sort. So let's say you want to sort the date of birth, right? For example, the date of birth. So go to, click on the column and then go to the top right of your screen. Look for sort and filter. So now it's going to tell you, do you want to sort, from the newest to the oldest? Because Excel knows the numbers, right? When it was the names, it says alphabetically. Now the dates, it says, do you want to do it oldest to newest, stuff like that, right? So just say, select one of the options, oldest to newest, and it's going to sort it. And you can see 65, 72, 90, 95, 96. So it does a pretty good job of giving you it understands the data that's in there just because of how you typed it, right? So whatever you want to sort, just highlight the column, right click, and say, you choose the option, you go to the top right of your screen and sort and filter. So in any direction.
First one.
You can only select one type of sort. So usually, maybe you want to sort by the date or whatever you want to sort by, but you can always highlight the whole column and do it.
I can see it in Mac. Hold on.
Say it again.
I can all see it. When I highlight, I right click and when you say go to the top of your screen, but I don't see the option of sort.
You might have to expand your screen. That's what I
Oh.
had to do.
Yeah, because if you shrink your screen, all the icons are going to be like very tiny, or some of them are going to be hidden.
Okay, let me
So you
see.
might have to expand your screen for a second to see all the options. But usually it's at the top right in your Excel.
Okay. Oh, I see it. Thank you. And which one are
Okay.
you choosing? Sort olds to newest or not the oldest?
You can highlight any column you want
Mm-hmm.
and do the sort and filter.
Okay, I see it. Thank you.
Okay. All right, let's try a couple more things here and then I'll let you guys go. So highlight the headings again. All right, highlight all the headings. Then go back to sort and filter and click on filter. Click on filter.
Oh, yes,
Click on filter.
I just did.
Okay,
Yeah.
click away from there. When you highlight and you click on filter, you're going to see some little drop-down options.
Hold on, you highlighted.
So you click on the drop-down options. Yep, you're going to see some options there. So you're going to see for first name, last name, blah, 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 blah. All right.
Mhm. Do I click any of
So click
those?
away from there. All right. Now, I know this is just, very, just 5 records here, very little data, but sometimes you're going to have hundreds or thousands of data. So if you click into last name and click on the drop down in last name, so let's just say you're looking for somebody whose name is Williams. So click on select all. Select all.
Right.
Where's the select all?
Right.
Okay.
Okay, now click on Williams and click OK.
Oh.
So
Easy.
what you have done is you've just filtered, right? You just Now you might think all the other information has been deleted. It's not deleted. You're doing what you call filtering. So click back. So right now you're filtering for somebody whose last name is Williams. So click back on that drop down again. Click Williams and Rogers. Click OK. Now you're filtering for Williams and Rogers. Because a lot of times you're going to have a lot of data, like a lot of data. And you need to find something specific. You can't just scroll down and scroll. It's going to take you forever. So the filtering is it's kind of like doing a search, sort of a search. But in Excel, it's called a filter. So you filter the information. All the other pieces of data, they kind of hide. But what you need to filter for, you're able to see that. So click on the filter again. Click select all. And then everything comes back. Click OK. So that's all your information there.
Okay.
It's a very useful tool. The filter option is very useful too. I mean, like crazily useful. All right, so I said the last thing. Well, now here's the real last thing. So I'm going to put a website for you in the chat. Let's do this part and then we'll continue next Monday. So if you look in the chat, I'm going to put this in there now. Just click on it, it's going to bring you to this site. All right, this is a site I use for, some of this work here. So let's go to, let's see. Number 4, customers DOB. Gonna download the file. And you're gonna see it's a lot of information, right?
Are we supposed to click
How
on
many
it
re-
now?
Yeah,
Say it again.
I said, do we click on it now?
Click on what?
The link in the chat.
Yes. I want to just give us a quick demonstration here of something else. Excel has a lot of things you can do. So sometimes your office gives you data and says, okay, here's all this information. We need to find something here, or we need to do XYZ. So if you highlight the A column, Akeda,
Yes.
just click on A. Now you see at the bottom right, it tells you how many records are there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
How many records? 50.
50.
50.
Okay, so there are 50 records here. So you're not always going to be typing every single thing. Sometimes you have the data available for you. Okay. So now, Rowena, if I said, how many of these 50 customers are from Kansas City? How are you going to find that information? You're going to scroll down and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, I'm gonna go to E, right click it and sort it.
Oh.
No.
All right, so let's try that.
Oh, wait a minute.
So, Akeda, right click on E and sort.
Oh no, wait, I don't, no, it doesn't have that option.
Custom sort?
Why is mine looking
Akeda,
like?
Yeah.
Akeda, you can see sort of ascending right there. It's the same thing.
Okay. Do I click that?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Oh, go to sort and filter. I'm sorry, not right click
Okay.
it. I had to fix on sort and filter. And maybe,
You see, sometimes it depends on, I say this all the time, depends on the Excel you have, right? Sometimes it depends on the version you have. The icons might be in different places, but they're all there somewhere. Just have to kind
Okay.
of play around with your mouse and look for it, but they're all there. So yours might not be in exactly the same spot, but it's there somewhere. You might have to right click or move your mouse
mine
around.
that
Okay.
little drop down box, and you can hit the
Yeah.
search, and then you could, or like we just did, and then you can just hit Kansas City. I'm not looking
Okay.
at her real quick, but I don't know.
I'm not
So,
finding
How
mine.
many customers are from Kansas City here? Can you tell?
I will tell you. 1 second. I just had it.
What are you doing? You're counting? Like 1,
No,
2,
no.
3, 4?
No,
What are you
it's
doing?
Yes.
11.
How do you know it's 11?
On the bar.
A 12. It's a count. It's a 12. It's at the bottom of my
Look in
screen.
the bottom right of your screen and you'll see how many are in there.
Yeah, it's 12. But I did count it at first because I did forget that.
It's not 12, Rowena.
I'm well, it says 12 for me.
11.
I hit Kansas
It's
City.
11.
Okay.
Okay. Well, no problem. No problem. So
Okay, so that's
you
not
have
right.
this much data, right? They're kind of a lot of ways to find what you're looking for, right? But we can just take it slow. So go all the way to the top, to the very top heading. Yeah, so click the top heading. Just click number 1. If you click 1, it's going to highlight everything. Just click 1. Yeah, it's going to highlight everything. And then go to your filter and put a filter there. No, a filter. Go to the top right.
Yeah.
Right,
And
just
then
a
select,
second. Let
click
me
on the
move my
drop down
Zoom.
and look for filter.
It doesn't let me click it.
It does not, it doesn't allow me.
Okay, so it looks like you're using a different version. Okay, you see at the top right, I'm sorry, top left, it says view only.
Yes.
So click that view only, click the view only. Click it. Okay, what of the middle of your screen, it says viewing. What does that mean? Yeah, click that.
It means you can only look at it. It won't let you click make
View
edit.
the file, but make no changes. It doesn't
Yeah.
allow to make
Okay.
changes.
So we have to download the file. So see the download file button at the very top, the blue button?
Yeah.
So click on download and then download it. So yeah, open the download.
Right. Now we lost it.
Download, and grab the downloaded file. Click on the download button there. Click on the link.
Open
Open
file.
file.
Okay.
Okay, click on enable editing. Okay, so now you can do it. So highlight just click on number 1, the first row, and then go and insert your filter.
Sort and filter.
Sort and filter, and click on filter. So this is what we were demonstrating just earlier, right? So click away from there. Now, let's say you're looking for all the folks from Kansas City. Go to that column, click on the drop down, click on select all. Okay, then you go and select the very specific Kansas City. Click OK. And now you see just the Kansas City folks, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you highlight the whole thing, it will tell you how many at the bottom right of your screen. It will tell you the count. You see the count?
Yes, 108.
Rowena, it's right there. Once you highlight the whole information, it tells you at the bottom right of your Excel, the count. Just highlight the column. It's going to tell you how many records you have.
It's at 49.
Mine says
Did you
11.
filter? Did you do the filter? You got to filter for Kansas City first. All the records are 49, but we just want to select only Kansas City. Simone, did you put a filter in the top row?
Yeah, I did, and it's only Kansas City.
So I did.
Exactly.
Shows me 12.
Oh, so
So if
it's
you click on the
11 of 49. So it's 11.
yeah, exactly. 11
Okay,
of 49. That's right. That's
Okay.
it. So, okay, now click on E. So you can see at the bottom right, it says it's going to give you an idea of what you have selected. You might have to expand your Excel, like click on the top, exactly. So it will tell you, well, the count you see is 12 because of it grabs the heading also, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to go, a little bit more into this later in the next class, but Excel has a way of helping you manage your data in a very easy way without, a lot of complication. We just need to know where stuff where all these different tools are, but we're going to spend time working on it.
Lot of
Okay.
information.
Yes, yes, yes. Not as exciting as PowerPoint, but it's a very valuable skill. So I think we all made it to the finish line. I'm wondering if Amy made it to the finish line with us.
I did. I'm just typing around. Trying.
Okay, well, 8 o'clock. Let me let you guys go.
So you said Monday at
So you
6.
don't tell. Yes, 6 o'clock on Monday. Let's do it. Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, good night.
thank you,
So
everyone.
save what you have. I'm going to put the video there. You know, that's always for your reference. You can always redo this because this comes with practice. You know, just trying it or just doing, grabbing stuff that you do every day and just trying to put it in an Excel spreadsheet and see how it works. And also, the videos, the past classes, if you can stand listening to Adelaide, right, Rowena?
She's
Like,
sweet.
Adelaide, come on, press the button.
She was so sweet because I'd have been like, you know what? Somebody else got to do it.
Yeah.
He's coming for me. I can't. She was nice.
She is very nice and
All
she's
right.
really
Guy.
enthusiastic.
She is. She's so.
Yeah.
She'd be like, oh no, and she don't give up. So you know,
Exactly.
I'm telling you, I would have been like, hey,